So in the last video, we figured out that overconsumption of social media is not a good thing. So if you notice the signs of overconsumption of social media, such as anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, poor social skills, procrastination, a general lack of control and awareness, distraction from life goals, inability to focus, degrading of the quality of your relationships, and sleep problems. And if you notice any of those signs, this video is for you. I've designed this video specifically to help you break out of that cycle, break out of that vicious pull of social media content and overconsumption of junk content. Step number one, shifting your focus. So there's this idea in meditation which talks about how to stop thinking about a monkey. It's a very simple exercise. So someone would say, okay, for the next 5 seconds, I don't want you to think about a monkey. You close your eyes and you try not to think about a monkey. Almost always you will think about that monkey. However, if instead of telling you not to think about the monkey, this time around I tell you to think about an elephant, automatically that becomes easier. So next time when you try it out, when you close your eyes and for 5 seconds, you start to think about an elephant instead of a monkey, you're not going to think about the monkey. Similarly, with consumption of social media, if you're always being pulled towards social media, what I want you to try to do is, I want you to try to engage yourself in a different activity. Plan out something else instead. So every single time you start to feel that pull of social media, you catch yourself maybe scrolling through Instagram, try to shift your focus onto something more productive. And that could be anything for you. It could be a hobby, it could be a list of work tasks that you need to do, or it could be something as simple as just opening up your window and looking outside at nature. That 110% will help you out because it helps you realign and shift your focus and come back to reality. Number two, practice intermittent fasting with social media. So intermittent fasting can be a great intervention for those people struggling to hold on to a certain pattern with dieting. So once they have intermittent fasting as their eating window and fasting window, they find it much easier and much more manageable to stick to that. Similarly, with social media, what you can do is you can create certain windows of time throughout the day where you give yourself open access to enjoy social media as much as you want to for that dedicated amount of time. So think of it this way. In the morning, you're going to wake up and you're going to go about your day. You're going to start to consume social media from 12 p.m. till 3 p.m. So you've given yourself a 3-hour window where it's perfectly fine for you to consume social media. The rest of the day, you're not going to be consuming or opening up social media at all. This technique can be excellent not just for food, it can be excellent for social media consumption as well. It can be used to break up things like smoking addiction as well. So try it out. Perhaps this one could be the one that you're looking for. Number three, delete the app. So if it's an app like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, it's very easy to just delete the app. And you might wonder, Viren, how does that work? Because now I'll have to download the app every single time when I want to view my content. So it's not very convenient. But that's exactly the point. If you have to download the app every single time, you're going to invest a lot more time into doing so. And as a result, you're going to have a lot of time to think through the entire process. So if you're actually going to the app store, downloading the app, you're probably not going to have a very reactive approach. You're not just going to be like, okay, I open up my phone, click the button and Instagram. No, you have to go through an entire process and you're going to have enough time to think about whether or not I actually want to go onto Instagram right now, firstly. Secondly, the actual amount of effort that you'll have to put, think of it this way. If you had a burger joint right under your house, it becomes very, very easy for you to just go downstairs, pick up a burger, right? But if you had to drive all the way 2 kilometers and then get a burger, you would probably think 10 times before actually driving it down because it requires a lot of effort. Same thing with social media deletion. Once you delete the app, you actually have to go through the effort of opening up App Store, then downloading the app, and then waiting for it to load, and then signing in to the app, and then viewing your content. So that gives you a lot of, that requires a lot of effort and gives you a lot of time to just probably not download the app in the first place anyway. I've tried it out. It actually massively helped me out. It helped me break that pattern as well. So try it out. Maybe this is the one you're looking for. And lastly, switching off your notifications. So notification is an excellent tactic that social media apps use to remind you that they exist. It's a form of conditioning. Think of it this way. If you wanted to start to eat healthy food, right? And every single hour, somebody reminded you, oh, Viren, you're supposed to be eating healthy food. You're supposed to be eating healthy food. I hope you're making healthy choices. That conditioning and repetition helps you stick to your goals and helps you develop a new habit. Repetition. Same thing with social media. The reason why they have notifications is to keep you hooked. keep you hooked to the idea of opening that app, and keep you hooked to the recognition that this app actually exists. Because the more it pops up into your head, the more it pops up in front of you, you're going to remember that this is an app I'm supposed to be, I would be viewing. This is an app where I could be seeing things. This is an app where I can find out what everybody else is doing, right? So that sort of conditioning is what you need to break. Turning off notifications is an excellent way to do that. So I hope you found that video helpful, and if you feel I missed out on any tactic, or if you have a certain tactic that you've been employing, let me know in the comment section below so that other people can also try it out and see if it actually benefits them. Do society a favor. You're here for a purpose. Let's fulfill that purpose of making this place, this world, a better place. So start by leaving something in the comment section and let me know whether or not you have been trying out these techniques and what worked for you and what didn't. And if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section below if you like the video, and I'll just see you in the next video. Till then, stay off of social media.